Welcome to Mystic Realms Recap. Please like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy today's episode.
Wang Kameng led the Yanlong Special Forces with all the Dark Dragon armor to face the Neon Kingdom Sky Ghost Force head-on. Baba Sheep is the second city in the west. Because he knew the invasion route of the Neon Kingdom, Wang Kameng adopted the tactics of ambush and interception. The tank units attacked first. The YBT-3E EMP field tank opened the field ahead of time, and the radar vehicles of the Neon Kingdom did not find Wang's troops at all when they enter the range of the EMP electromagnetic field. Nanny? Why is our communication equipment not working? The commander-in-chief of the front battlefield, Manhwa, was horrified to find that all their communication equipment had failed. Even if their own people are right in front of them, they can't be contacted. Not to mention the connection with the rear headquarters. Report. Our tank fire control is all disabled. Radar vehicles too. Hayata looked around in horror with wide-eyed eyes. How is it possible? The enemy was not found at all. No. Get out quickly. Its voice just fell. 10 YBT-2Z heavy electron tanks directly fired a round of heavy electron shells. 10 shells directly hit the tanks of the Neon Kingdom. In an instant, the tanks of the Neon Kingdom exploded. The surrounding soldiers were also directly burned into carbon powder by the plasma. The soaring plasma is like a thunder that destroys the world. Nanny? What kind of attack is this? Withdraw quickly. Hayata yelled and ordered the troops to evacuate. It's too weird. It has never seen this kind of attack. It turned out to be lightning. Is that magic? At this time, Wang Kameng rushed out with all members of the Yanlong Special Forces wearing Dark Dragon armor. The heavy electronic tank fired another salvo. What is that? A soldier from the Yanhuang Kingdom? Baga. Hit me. Seeing Wang Kameng's troops coming out, Hayata immediately ordered the soldiers to attack. Hundreds of burly Tiangue soldiers were all holding guns and shooting from cover. Himph! You actually charged like this directly. No matter what you wear, it will all die under the hands of King Wu of Tianzhou. They have a strong sense of fighting, and they hardly feel pain. Unless their body functions die or their brains fail, they will not stop attacking. The shooting is also very accurate, and the close combat is even more invincible. The dense bullets immediately fired at the Yanlong Special Forces. Nanny? Hayata looked in horror at the Yanlong Special Forces who completely ignored the bullets. What kind of equipment is this special horse? The answer to him was a bullet directly piercing his forehead. 101 black Dark Dragon armor rushed forward. Soldiers of Neon Nation feel like facing an unstoppable torrent of steel. Dark Dragon armor joint lock, 101 YBZ. 10 smart assault rifles can lock 101 different targets at the same time. And because the magazine has been improved, you can feed the gun directly. No need to change the magazine. So the YBZ-10 assault rifle rolled up a storm of bullets directly. Just like a battlefield harvester, harvest the soldiers of the Rainbow Kingdom crazily. Even if the fighter jets of the Sky Ghost Force are powerful, they cannot resist the bullet storm. Go straight through the head. Don't give them a chance to fight back at all. The soldiers of the Neon Kingdom are like leeks, being harvested one by one and falling down. The tanks of the Neon Kingdom attacked, and the shells fell into the Yanlong Special Forces, causing no damage at all. The powerful artificial muscle fiber of Dark Dragon armor completely filters the shock wave. Outer phase armor blocks splinters from shells. The Yanlong Special Forces are like wolves among sheep. Push the troops of Neon Kingdom directly. And the rear tanks all use single-body attack weapons to break armor and explode bombs. Cylindrical armor-piercing explosive shells with orange light spun to attack the armored troops of the Neon Kingdom. Clang, clang, clang. Countless metal crashes. The armor-piercing bombs are all attached to the armored targets in the Neon Kingdom. Then, under the terrified eyes of the soldiers, the tail quickly spun and drilled directly into the armor. With a bang, several armored units of the Neon Kingdom were blown up in an instant. It's totally crushing. Because of the suppression of technology, there is no suspense in this ambush battle. The weapons and equipment are too much. Rear command. Oda-kun, we have lost contact with the troops ahead. Nanny? Oda stood up at once. The past few days went smoothly, and they took down the first city in the west of Baba Yang and marched towards the second city. Baba Yang's government army can't resist their attack at all. Just when he was leisurely leaning on the chair and enjoying it peacefully. Unexpectedly, when half of the second city was occupied, the troops suddenly lost contact. What's the situation? You must contact me, Hayata Hayori. Oda urged anxiously. That is the relative of the firstborn Yamamoto. There should be no thunder. Can't get in touch. All communication is cut off. Not even the drone responds. Send fighter jets to go immediately. Hurry up. Oda yelled. 3 fighter jets quickly lifted off from the first city airport. Report to the rear headquarters. The fighter plane radar has not responded, and there is a radar blind spot of about 20 kilometers. Use the radar blind spot of the missile. Oda gave the order cautiously. Hi. 3 fighters launch missiles at the same time. 3 missiles just came into contact with the radar blind spot. It shows all explosions. Report. All bombs exploded outside the radar blind zone. Suddenly, a scorching red laser shot directly at a Neon Nations plane. In less than a second, the laser directly penetrated the past. The Neon Country fighter exploded instantly. Report. Number 01 was destroyed by an unknown laser. Report. Simultaneously, 2 laser beams were fired, and the last 2 fighter jets all exploded. Nanny, our fighter has disappeared from the radar. This means they were destroyed almost simultaneously. What the hell did we encounter? After losing the radar, the entire modern army is like a blind man. Send a high-altitude reconnaissance plane. A high-altitude reconnaissance plane came over the second city from the first city. Returns ground influence. I saw that the army of the Neon Kingdom in the second city was completely wiped out. The ground is full of corpses of soldiers from the Neon Kingdom, and all armor equipment has been blown to pieces. He saw the army of Yinhuang Kingdom. The tanks I've never seen look like they are in a sci-fi blockbuster. And that black army of battle armor seems to be robots. Unstoppable. There is nothing that can stop them from moving forward. The remaining Neon army in the second city is being quickly cleaned up. Then head to them. Before I had time to see more, a dazzling light instantly turned the whole picture into white, and then lost the signal of the high-altitude drone. Nanny! Baga! Oda looked at the battlefield screen in disbelief. How could it be so fast? Their vanguard has 5,000 men, 20 advanced heavy tanks, and 10 medium tanks. There are dozens of armored vehicles. It was completely wiped out in such a short period of time. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Oda gasped. After a long time, calmed down. How to do? The vanguard troops are all gone. He doesn't have many troops now. They were originally used to expand the territory. Contact the newborn Yamamoto. Oda had to contact the Prime Minister and ask him to give an order. Master Prime Minister, our vanguard troops have been completely wiped out by the Yinhuang Kingdom. Nanny? Why? With such a strong fighting force, how could they all be wiped out? Where are our fighter planes? Yinhuang Kingdom didn't send fighter planes at all, only ground troops. What about our air superiority? Oda's face was ugly. They don't know what they used to create a large-scale radar blind spot. All radars can't detect it, and the missiles will explode at the edge of the radar blind spot, and all fighter jets are destroyed by lasers. Baga! How could there be such a powerful laser cannon? Absolutely impossible. Believe me, Prime Minister, I am not lying to avoid responsibility. It is true. Baga, I don't care what method you use. The land must not be lost. If you can't get the land of the city, don't come back. When Oda heard this, the phone slipped from his hand, and Higashi slumped down on the chair. It's over. It took a while. Xiaotian showed a ferocious face. Gather the remaining troops and meet the enemy. Late at night, Wang Kameng's troops rushed to the first city in the west of Babayang in a magnetic levitation. Qianma's Floating troop vehicle. Two teams of Yanlong special teams were left behind to clean up the remaining enemies in the second city and ensure the order of the city. There is an ambush. Dark Dragon Armor's cellular vision system has its own radar scan and found Oda's ambush. Shoot directly. Send the signal to the rear tank unit and cover it with firepower first. Let's finish it last. Wang Kameng feels uninteresting, too weak. Can't resist the attack of their army at all. Dark Dragon Armor with YBZ, 10 assault rifle is too strong. The tank troops began to bomb the Neon Nation troops. All the ambush points in the Neon Kingdom were covered by fierce artillery fire. Soaring plasma continues to rise in the city. Hide in the residents' homes, Doctor. Oda immediately ordered the soldiers to disperse to the homes of the citizens of Baba Yang. He was scared out of his wits by the bombardment of heavy electron shells. He has never seen this weapon before. It's really despicable, but it's okay. Let's go clean up the trash. Wang Kameng ordered the remaining 8 Yanlong special teams to separate and clean up the soldiers of the Neon Kingdom. The war continued until the early hours of the morning. The troops of the Neon Kingdom were completely wiped out. Oda broke his stomach and lived in a resident's home. Fake. You said that the Neon Kingdom in the west was destroyed by the Yinhuang Kingdom in one day? Nanny? Our troops were wiped out? Firstborn Yamamoto heard the news in his sleep. How could it be possible to wipe out his 8,000-strong army in one day? This is absolutely impossible. Even if Eagle Sauce wants to eat their troops, they must use enough power, including missiles. And it's impossible to push it across in a day. One day. It means that their troops have no ability to resist, and they were directly harvested. Even if the distance between the two small cities they occupy is not far, it is impossible to finish it so easily. It took them several days to occupy these two cities. This is the reason why Baba Yang's army was restrained by Asan. Could it be that a large number of missiles were used to cover it? The newborn Yamamoto asked. No, Yinhuang Kingdom did not launch any missiles. Only ground troops were used. Why did Yinhuang Kingdom become so powerful? The firstborn Yamamoto had no sleepiness, hung up the phone, and quickly contacted Michael again. The other party is still sleeping. F***K. Who, is it so late? Chusheng Yamamoto quickly explained, General Michael, I'm Chusheng Yamamoto. I'm sorry to disturb you so late, but our army in the west of Babayang has been completely wiped out. What? What are you kidding? I'm not kidding, sir. I'm not kidding my own army. The newborn Yamamoto gritted his teeth. How could he make fun of his own country's army, let alone his own relatives in it? But how is it possible? Your heavenly ghost troops have extremely high combat effectiveness, and there are more than 8,000 troops. They will be completely wiped out in one day, unless a nuclear war is launched. 627. Michael never believed that an army of 8,000 people could be wiped out in one day. Without nuclear bombs, Yinhuang Kingdom only sent a special force and an armored division. This is the information provided by their agents at Baba Sheep. Oh, fuck. I'm going to sleep. I don't have time to listen to your nonsense. My troops will enter from the northern border tomorrow afternoon, and the fighters will bomb first. Don't worry, you can stay on the land of Baba Sheep long time. Michael didn't believe the nascent Yamamoto's nonsense at all. The firstborn Yamamoto shouted loudly, Sir, it's true. There was a long silence on the phone. Is there someone wearing black armor? Yes. Not only that, the special forces are all wearing black armor. They are like invincible gods of war, not even afraid of tank shells. The gun in their hands is the weapon that can track bullets in the military parade. I didn't expect it to be mass-produced. The newborn Yamamoto clenched his fists. This kind of weapon should never exist in this world. No country's army can resist it. It can turn and automatically aim and track. How to fight this? And all their tanks have been replaced with magnetic levitation, completely ignoring the terrain, and the speed is extremely fast. Moreover, the weapons are no longer our conventional cannons. They are all weapons that seem to destroy the world. Is it lightning that soars into the sky? Michael asked suddenly. That's right. Our agents asked about the investigation and said it was the most important thing to destroy the world. Fact. It really is them. Michael learned from Dals that where the 6 warships of the Neon Kingdom disappeared, there was a soaring thunder and lightning. When Izuku Yamamoto mentioned the thunder of extermination, he immediately thought of it. Unexpectedly, the one who destroyed the army of the Neon Kingdom turned out to be from the Yanhuang Kingdom and can block everyone's radar. Then it all makes sense now. Yanhuang Kingdom secretly developed many super weapons, lied to the world. It is a super weapon that completely transcends this world. It's okay. I also have a trump card. The Scepter of God is his last trump card. Tomorrow, it must be used in the territory of Baba Sheep at the first time. Open the way with the Scepter of God. Otherwise, even their army can't stop the army of Yanhuang Kingdom. Bullet tracking, one shot can take away an enemy. 8,000 people are nothing but 8,000 rounds of bullets. If 100 people are equipped with this gun, only 80 shots need to be fired. If there are 1,000 people, 10,000 people? Cannot imagine. This is definitely the strongest army. And those advanced tanks. What can resist the Yanhuang army's offensive pace? Only God's scepter weapon system. The next day, the news that the Hong country's army was completely wiped out by the Yanhuang country shocked the entire Blue Star. And Wang Kameng took a simple rest for 2 hours and turned directly to the southern battlefield without sleeping. Prepare to block Asan's attack. Of course, Yanhuang Kingdom decides where to block it this time. Fake. How is it possible? How did the army of the Yanhuang Kingdom do it? In the Black Palace, Trump blushed and roared. Without using missiles, the army alone can wipe out the 8,000-strong army of the Neon Kingdom in one day. This is something God can do. Mr. President, they have installed bullet tracking weapons. And there are super individual armors that are not afraid of shell bombing. Also, there are all kinds of magnetic levitation tanks that have never been seen before. Damn it! Where are our scientific researchers? Why does the Yanhuang Kingdom already have such advanced equipment, but we don't have it? Exoskeleton armor has been researched for so many years, and it's just auxiliary equipment. The Yanhuang Kingdom is already resistant to bombs. Faction. Trump is very angry. The Ying Jiang has always been the world's big bosses. They didn't expect that Yanhuang Kingdom secretly developed so many secret equipment. Let Kb Michael attack with all his strength. Attack. Can't we take down a Baba sheep? Give me the missile. Why don't Dales use God's scepter weapon? Okay, I'll deliver the message immediately. They are already on the verge of breaking out and have no choice but to launch. Otherwise, it will be difficult to keep the position of the world leader. God's scepter attacks regardless of cost. Let the world see. We are enough to destroy the country's weapons. Let them continue to surrender under the claws of our eagle sauce. Galji and Ri already said, who were still condemning Yanhuang Kingdom yesterday, learned that Yanhuang Kingdom wiped out the Nihon Kingdom's army in one day, and after seeing the sneak shot video, they all chose to remain silent and transferred back the fighter jets that had been deployed on the northern border of Babayang and no longer participated in the operation of Eagle Sauce. Strength is the best way to make the enemy shut up. Asen heard the news and immediately chose to retreat, but the Yanhuang army did not choose to let them go this time. Choose directly to pursue. And Wang Kameng is still leading people on the way. Also, the Yanhuang people in Babayang were lucky enough to take pictures of the battle and posted it on the overseas version of Douyin, and then it was transported to China. In the video, it was Wang Kameng who led the Yanlong Special Forces to charge. The picture of the last salvo of heavy electronic tanks. F***K. Is this a game? Our country is already so strong. Ha ha ha. What is that? Why are the shells fired by the tank still charged? Look, that tank is firing a laser and hitting a plane. I have heard that a plane is hitting a tank before, but I have never seen a tank hitting a plane. The words upstairs sound a little weird. I haven't seen a tank masquerading as an airplane. The key is not to move. Holy shit, it's awesome. Look at that black battle armor. It's God of War. Ha ha ha, I want to join the army too. And that gun, The weapon we used in the military parade can really track bullets. It's too powerful. My God, I'm all over it. Netizens were discussing excitedly, but they never expected that Yanhuang Kingdom would show off their big hands. This speed of development is astonishing, completely beyond everyone's expectations. From Baba Yang, thanks to our brother Yanhuang, we are eternal brothers. From Asen, this is the game screen. It must be YY made by Yanhuang people themselves. We are the strongest country in the Eastern Alliance. From Gallic Chicken, this is definitely the strongest army. From Eagle Sauce, oh my car, is this true? It's unbelievable. I have some doubts. Can't Yanhuang afford eggs? From Bangzi Country, I can prove that Yanhuang chickens can become traffic superstars, so they can't afford eggs and worship chickens very much. As the Neon Kingdom was completely wiped out, Asan quickly withdrew his troops. Gallic Chicken and Sunset are out of the game. Only Eagle Sauce is still persisting. Immediately they asked for Gallic Chicken and Sunset to return. Jiangnan Shipyard. The sky slowly opened, and the Luanfeng Sky Mothership in the Mimicry Stealth slowly lifted into the sky. Execute the real First War. Meanwhile, Eagle Sauce is underground in the control room. Dales looked nervously at the values on the screen. Activate a shot of God's scepter. The operator executes immediately. The scepter of God is activated. God's scepter has been launched once. Target the northern area of Baba Sheep. Drip, the target is locked. A crosshair quickly moves across the world map on the screen and then freezes on Baba Sheep's map. Target locked successfully. Calculate the strike range. The calculation begins. Immediately, a Baba Sheep was taken to the place where you were not on the map, and a circle continued to expand. That is the strike range that the Scepter of God can cover. Dals was very satisfied with the huge strike range. Very good. Let's lock on 3 more points, and I will strike the whole territory of Baba Yang. Cover the location of the Yanhuang army. Cover. In low Earth orbit, a network of 2,000 small satellites flies silently. One of the small satellites suddenly and slowly opened the bottom, and below it is the blue star. The interior of the small satellite turned out to be a weapons bay. In the middle is a huge super tungsten alloy rod. Unlock the safety device. Dales was in the underground control room, watching the screen and giving orders. The safety device is unlocked. Success? A plume of white gas rose from the small satellite, and a safety device fell. Energy loading. Energy loading. The top of the small satellite immediately emitted red light, and the flames in it became bigger and bigger, and the pressure expanded rapidly. Energy recharged. Dals narrowed his eyes slightly, looked at the screen, and then ruthlessly pressed the red launch button. There is no sound. In space, a super tungsten alloy rod was blasted out by huge pressure. The small satellite was directly crushed by the powerful recoil. Super tungsten alloy rod is extremely fast. When breaking through the atmosphere, the surface burns instantly. Because of the special shape, the flame is compressed into a thrust instead, further increasing its speed. Its speed is constantly improving. This Scepter of God carried terrifying kinetic energy, like a miniature meteorite, blasting towards Baba Fat North. Black Officer. Trump looked at the launch screen with satisfaction. Haha, it's finally launched. Let the world see it. This is a weapon that can destroy the world. At the same time, Ying Jiang directly broadcast this scene through the TV network, and it is accompanied by 4 big characters. The Scepter of God. They want the world to see their powerful weapons. From the sun has set, my God, this weapon has been researched. Is Ying Jiang going to destroy the world? From Gallic Chicken, now no one can stop Eagle Sauce. Under this weapon, nothing can resist its power. From Baba Sheep, Yanhuang Kingdom also tested a powerful beam of light attack, which is a weapon that leaves craters on the moon. From Asan, poor Baba Sheep, this weapon is hitting you. Even if Yanhuang has such a weapon, who will help you block this blow? From Neon Country, haha, destroy Baba Sheep, we will set foot on your land again. Domestic netizens immediately became worried. Eagle Sauce actually has such a weapon, it's over. our good brother Baba Yang will suffer. Damn why they can blatantly invade others because of a non-existent biochemical weapon. That's their usual tactic, isn't it? Yu Dong has beaten so many. Did you find the poached eggs? What's the use of having this Blue Star Federation? It's special, just disband it. There is no one to stop Ying Jiang's rampant behavior. Maid, our army is still at Baba Sheep. They are at war. Defeat them. The Neon Country, the Prime Minister's office. The firstborn Yamamoto watched the live broadcast nervously. The huge metal rod with flames has the power to destroy the world. Haha, help us avenge you, as expected of Eagle Sauce. It's really too strong. There's nothing that can stop it from this attack. Wait until the obstacles are cleared. Let's send troops again. This time we must take down more land, just do it. Third Fleet. Michael stared closely at the screen. As long as the scepter of God falls, it's time for us to attack. The scepter of God can sweep away all obstacles that block us. All the Eagle Sauce soldiers and planes, and the planes of the Gallic Chicken who were forced to join in are all ready to go. As long as the super tungsten alloy rod blasts into the ground of Baba Sheep, the powerful kinetic energy will be poured directly into the ground. Trigger an unprecedented super explosion. The violent kinetic energy can directly lift the entire ground, spread like a wave, thus causing a shock wave like a super earthquake. Directly destroy all creatures within a range of 4,000 kilometers. No one can escape. This is the God Scepter weapon system. Originally, the Superman plan was used together with them. After the destruction of the Scepter of God, the army entered. Powerful biochemical soldiers can easily sweep the battlefield and occupy the land. Now his Superman project has entered the research and development upgrade again. In the Chuanqing military area, Jane Jianju knew that Ying Jiang had activated the Scepter of God and immediately clenched his fists. Sure enough, I still have a hand. Such a weapon is too terrifying. Lu Shogua was a little worried. Although the Luanfeng Sky mothership has already passed, even if it's in time, I'm not sure if I can stop this kind of attack now. Although the Luanfeng aerospace carrier is a technology that completely surpasses the times, the God Scepter is also not a weapon in this era. They are all powerful. I'll wait and see. I believe in Xiaoya. Hey, I can only put all my hopes on Xiaoya's invention. I believe him too. Barbary Sheep, over the north. A tungsten alloy rod with flames fell from the sky at extreme speed. The people in the north of Baba Sheep have closed their eyes and prayed for God to come and save them. But this is the scepter of God. May we see you in heaven. I love you. People hugged their closest relatives and confessed affectionately that it was too late for them to escape. That's God's punishment. You can't escape. At this time, suddenly the whole sky darkened. A giant ship suddenly appeared over the northern part of Baba Yang. That huge figure was right between the scepter of God and the earth of Baba Sheep. Is that God? Has he come to save us? My God, this is a miracle. Such a big spaceship. Is it God's Noah's Ark? The people of Baba Yang looked at the sky in disbelief, and some even fell to their knees. Fack, what is that? Darth in the underground control room looked at the Luanfeng sky carrier that suddenly appeared in surprise. Why haven't I seen it before? Why did it appear suddenly? Why is there no response from our radar? In the Black Palace, all the counselors also watched in disbelief at the huge monster that suddenly appeared on the TV screen. Trump's eyes widened. What is this? Who can tell me what this is? Why did it suddenly appear over the northern part of Baba Sheep? Is it a projection? Everyone shook their heads. They didn't know what it was, let alone why it appeared suddenly. Asking for flowers. I even wonder why such a big ship can fly in the sky. I saw the flag of the Yanhuang Kingdom. My God, that is the spaceship of the Yanhuang Kingdom. Wang Defa, there is actually such a warship in Yanhuang Kingdom, fake, that flies in the sky. What kind of technology is this? Oh, I bought it. This is more powerful than our aircraft carrier. What kind of engine does it use? The MPs were all dumbfounded. The Yanhuang Kingdom actually has such a large air battleship. What kind of technology is this? It's beyond their comprehension. No matter what, no one can resist the power of God's scepter. Since it's here, just use God's scepter to destroy them directly. Trump gritted his teeth and looked at the Wanfeng sky carrier. Unexpectedly, when they showed the scepter of God, Yinhuang Kingdom showed such a big air battleship. But he has absolute confidence in the scepter of God. All countries in the world are also confused. The two superpowers are engaged in a military competition. 0-0. A piece of technological weapons beyond the times is displayed. Everyone has never seen it, only seen this fantasy weapon in the game or movie KG. But now they all see it in reality. So shocking. From Mao Xiong, I never thought we would be neighbors with such a powerful country because I feel safe. From John Bull, I am really surprised that Yinhuang Kingdom can have such a super air battleship, but they can't resist Ying Jiang's God Scepter. The destructive power is too strong. From Foodie, whoever wins, we will buy whose weapon. From Bangzi, seriously, I really look down on Foodie's nouveau riche face, brother. Is there still a servant? From Asan, rational analysis, the warships of the Yinhuang Kingdom can't stop Ying Jiang's attack. Only our secret weapon can counter the scepter of God. From Yinhuang, special code. I came over the wall to see you sand sculptures. Is your secret weapon cow dung or a stunt motorcycle? A powerful kinetic energy attack has been detected. It is approaching at 15 times the speed of sound, and the speed is still increasing. It is expected to be hit in 5 seconds. The speed will reach Mach 20. In the ship island command, everyone looked at the projection nervously. Activate the maximum energy output of the proton shield. Do you immediately ordered? Start the anti-city cation cannon. Full power. Boot complete. Emission. Suddenly, a huge muzzle opened from the front of the Wanfeng Sky mothership. After 2 seconds, a huge beam of energy blasted towards the scepter of God in an instant. A huge sound resounds through the whole Baba sheep sky. People feel like their ears are instantly deaf. Dazzling light burst. The light is stronger than the sun, making it impossible to look directly at it. Immediately afterwards, the soaring flames rose to a height of 10,000 meters. The world is destroyed. My God, is this a weapon that Blue Star should have now? God bless, too strong. Huge energy suddenly spread to the surroundings. Wanfeng Sky mothership bears the brunt. Loss. A powerful shock wave slammed into the proton shield of the Wanfeng Sky carrier. The proton shield reveals its face. An orange mask wraps around the Wanfeng Sky carrier. The shock wave didn't shake the proton shield an iota. Wang Di fake? How is it possible? Trump watched in disbelief that such a powerful shock wave was blocked. The slightly orange energy shield of the Wanfeng Sky mothership deeply hurt his eyes. Shield? Energy shield? Another energy weapon. Everyone is still playing with gunpowder. Yinhuang Kingdom is already a lightning tank and a laser cannon, and now there is an energy shield. Is this still Earth technology? From Gallic Chicken, block. Fark. From Asen, I didn't expect Yinhuang Kingdom's technology to reach the same level as ours. From Bangzi, Ashi. Does this mean that the flying warships of the Yinhuang Kingdom can resist meteorites? I'm so G kneeling. From Neon Country. How is it possible that Yinhuang Country is already so powerful? The whole world is in an uproar. The kinetic energy carried by the scepter of God is absolutely no less than the impact of an asteroid. 463-inch. The flying battleship of Yinhuang Kingdom not only destroyed the scepter of God with its main gun, but also blocked the shock wave. Energy shield. Energy weapon. Yinhuang's technology is no longer in the same dimension as them. Nice. Great for my country. Special size beef batch. Drink to celebrate tonight. You must make 2. It's too strong, haha. Energy shield. Just ask those people if it's covered. The scepter of God? Weak burst. The sky of Baba Sheep was blown away by a powerful shock wave with all the clouds. Cloudless. My God, we're saved. God bless. Thank you, Yin Kingdom, for your help, our brother, our best friend. It's okay. It's okay, honey. The people of Baba Yang cheered excitedly. Darth's face was livid. Mobilize the god's scepter above Baba, sheep to attack me.
Yes.
But this time did not wait for him to continue the attack. After the anti-city cation cannon of the Luanfeng Sky mothership collided with the scepter of God, it just paused for a moment, then continued to rush to the sky. I saw that the beam of light directly broke through the flames and continued to shoot into the sky. This time no satellites were dodged. The positive ion rays directly hit the God Scepter weapon system in the sky. Suddenly, a powerful energy exploded, instantly enveloped all God Scepter satellites in nearby orbits. A chain of silent explosions rises through space. Like firecrackers, directly destroyed all the God Scepter weapon satellites within 7,000 square kilometers.
Fact.
My weapon, my scepter of God. Dales looked at the screen with red eyes and quickly lost the signal, the God Scepter weapon satellite. All the satellites in one piece turned red, opened a gap directly in the dense satellite network. Fake. Is the Yinhuang Kingdom crazy? This is all my money. Fake. Use missiles for me. Immediately, the first fleet. All the missiles are launched into the air, targeting the battleship of the Yinhuang Kingdom. He didn't dare to use the Scepter of God anymore. If Yinhuang Kingdom fired another shot, then a lot of his satellites would be destroyed, and he couldn't afford it. In the first fleet located in Lanhai, all the destroyers immediately opened their vertical launch bays. Missiles lifted off one after another, dragging a long tail flame, and then rushed towards the Luanfeng space carrier. Salvo. All weapons are fully deployed. Saturated attack. This time, wipe out all the threats around Baba Yang in one fell swoop, including the flamboyant fleet. Receive. The weapon system is fully activated. All passive defense systems have switched to active mode. All cation cannons have started. All the heavy electron guns are turned on. All armor-piercing explosive shell launch chambers are fully opened. Destroyer versus City mechanical gear is ready. The entire Luanfeng Sky Carrier seems to have become a weapon arsenal. Everyone who watched the satellite live broadcast was stunned. The densely packed hole tells everyone in the world that her full blow will be extremely terrifying. Emission. Moment. Countless rays of light burst forth. One by one, the plasma balls rushed towards the Eagle Sauce troops and the Gaul chicken fighter planes on the northern border of Baba Sheep with a strong current. The armor-piercing bombs spun like flowers in the sky and rushed towards all the armored targets at the border. Beams of lasers directly intercept all missiles that have not yet approached the border of Baba Yang. At the same time, the bottom of the Luanfeng Sky mothership slowly opened. A huge mechanical gear slowly appeared. I saw a red flame burning inside it. Then it launched directly towards Lanhai's first fleet. The people in the northern part of Baba Yang watched the salvo of the Luanfeng Sky mothership in a daze. That is the splendor of death. This is so beautiful. God, please accept the prayers of your devout believers. On this day, all northern people saw the most shocking picture they have ever seen in their life. And the Ying Jiang soldiers on the northern border were horrified to see the raindrop-like attack falling from the sky. Fake this. Is this going to destroy the world? God help me. Oh my God, why did I come here? Didn't I agree that I could plunder easily? I thought I could come to a party. Shit. Run. Where are you going? The dense attacks in the sky have covered all their positions. There is no escape at all. From Asen. My God, this is Shiva coming. From Neon Country. The last time I saw this kind of picture, it was in the anime. From the sun has set. How did the Yinhuang Kingdom do it? Why has their technology reached this point? People from all countries were stupefied, looking at this scene that seemed to end the world in shock. So shocking. Yinhuang Country is completely boiling. Crazy. Too strong. Haha, we are already invincible. Our technology has been proud of the world. Ying Jiang, You've been sitting in the boss position for too long. It's time for someone to let you down. To overthrow the Blue Star Federation directly, we will be old. Reproduce Yanhuang prosperity. With a loud explosion sounded. What followed was continuous explosions and drowned screams. A saturation attack of the Luanfeng aerospace carrier even exceeds the saturation attack of an entire aircraft carrier battle group. There is currently no technology on Earth that can resist these attacks. Unless it also has an energy shield. In front of the attack of the Luanfeng Sky Mothership, all armor is like paper. In an instant, Baba Sheep Northern Eagle Sauce troops are all destroyed. No ability to resist, no chance to escape. 100% kill rate. The place where Eagle Sauce used to garrison seems to have been bombed. The whole ground was beaten into a basin. At this moment, the whole world is silent. On the other side, the huge destroyer mechanical gear flew towards the first fleet at an extremely fast speed. Dales frantically commanded the fleet to retreat in the underground control room. But the destroyer mechanical gear flew over them in no time. Huge mechanical gears fell directly from the sky and hit a 10,000-ton destroyer directly. With a bang, the 10,000-ton destroyer was directly smashed and broke in the middle. I saw the gears suddenly turning extremely fast. Then it bounced directly with a string of sparks. Then it smashed heavily on another battleship. Huge cog smashes everything in its path. Then jumped to another battleship again. Fire, fire. All defensive weapons are activated. The near anti-cannon spit out long fire snakes, hitting the huge mechanical gears and bursting into flames. But it can't stop it at all. Even if the anti-missiles and cannons hit it, it's just like fireworks, and the mechanical gears can't even be tilted. The first fleet was completely destroyed in front of the unstoppable mechanical gears. The planes on the aircraft carrier were all smashed up and sank. In the end, the destroyer mechanical gear that destroyed the entire first fleet jumped directly to an uninhabited island, waiting to be recovered. If it is on land, it can be destroyed forever. 3.8. At its center is a tiny controllable fusion energy device. This weapon is made by Yi by himself. First appearance. A powerful weapon like the anti-city ion cannon, also called World Crusher. Its huge body stands on the island. No one dares to approach it. F***K, F***K, F***K. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Trump patted the table in disbelief. What the hell are these weapons? The ridiculously strong mechanical gears easily destroyed their entire aircraft carrier battle group. All counselors dare not speak. Their weapons are not at the same level as those of Yanhuang Kingdom. Only the God Scepter weapon system can fight, but it is not an opponent. This day, Eagle Sauce's first fleet sinks. The army division directly under the third fleet is completely wiped out. The King's armor division is completely destroyed. Hundreds of fighter jets lost. Thousands of personnel at any time. All Ying Jiang soldiers saw the attack of the Luanfeng sky carrier as if it was destroying the world. Later, this day was recorded by Ying Jiang as Destruction Day. Wang Kameng led the troops until Babayang had been occupied by Asan before stopping to rest. And there is no intention of withdrawing at all. It's cool. It's been a long time since I've had such fun with the special code. Haha. Song Ming and others took off the Dark Dragon armor and had a real rest in the station, but everyone was still in high spirits. Couldn't sleep at all talking excitedly. It's so cool to directly kill the army of the Neon Kingdom. Haha, the Neon country is completely destroyed. It's too fierce. The equipment developed by Academician Yi, once installed, is too powerful. Everyone nodded vigorously. Their Dark Dragon armor combined with the YBZ-10 Smart Assault Rifle, even in the face of thousands of people, is a harvest. All enemies are completely locked by the Dark Dragon armor, and then killed directly. There is no difficulty at all, and you are not afraid of bullets or bombs. Just charge straight away. To put it bluntly, a fool who can run and pull the trigger can win. This is the crushing of technology. coupled with the support of the 3 magic tanks, Wang Kameng didn't even know how he was going to lose. All the other soldiers in the station looked at those dark dragon armor enviously. They also want to equip it and then go to kill the enemy happily. Special code, this is really fun. I finally smashed the army of the Neon Country. I have thought about it for a long time, but it's a pity that we didn't fight on the mainland of the Neon Country. That's right, next time. I must hit their broken island. Wang Kameng leaned on a simple bed, because all of them were replaced with magnetic levitation vehicles, and the logistical supplies were very good. Their army is totally different. Marching speed, supplies, and combat effectiveness have already swept Blue Star. He stretched out comfortably. He hadn't slept for 2 days, and he was really sleepy, so he asked lightly, "What are you doing?" Of course it's the Neon soldiers who are living a good life. Yes, F***K them. Tear down their ghost club and destroy their war faction. The soldiers all nodded. They wished they could tear up the Neon Kingdom. Wang Kameng shook his head. It's too small. The layout won't work. Song Ming asked suspiciously, "Boss, what are you talking about? Don't you want to take revenge?" He knows that Wonka hates the Neon Kingdom as much. This is hatred and hatred flowing in the blood. Wang Kameng snorted coldly. Of course, but it is our territory. Have you forgotten? Our ancestors have been to the Neon Kingdom several times. At that time, there were only savages on the island, and it was our people who came to civilization in the past. So it is accurate to say that Neon is originally our Yinhuang's inherent territory, you know? Everyone's eyes lit up when they heard the words. Then boss, what do you mean? Take it back? Hey, just ask them to change their ID cards and change the country to a province. Haha, Team Wang is right. That is our inherent territory. Let him change his ID card. I hope they will be interested. Otherwise, they will take it back by force. Wang Kameng waved his hand. Okay, take a good rest. This time we just occupied the territory that originally belonged to Baba Yang. If we can go to Asan's capital like our predecessors. But there is still a lot of way to go. You have to recharge your batteries. Yes, call Asan's capital again and make memories for them. The ancestors are so awesome. That is, our ancestors defeated cannons and planes with flesh and blood. The soldiers immediately rested patiently. Wang Kameng smiled. Yinhuang's blood never cools down. They are all at the first chance. They will once again prove to the world that we are only developing peacefully, not that we will not fight wars anymore. The position of the speaker of our Blue Star Federation was typed out. I beat up all the other talkers and convinced them. The proxy war that Ying Jiang suddenly provoked this time is the best opportunity. Since you don't talk about martial arts and engage in raids, start a blitzkrieg. Then don't blame Yinhuang for seizing the reason, taking this opportunity to settle old scores with you guys. ASEAN Foreign Minister Ganima Khan immediately visited Ying Jiang, commander of the Sichuan Qingdu Military Area Command. Hello, General Jin. It's a great honor to meet you. Ying Jiang nodded slightly. Hello, Mr. Ganima, Foreign Minister. Ganima Khan said with a smile. It's like this. Your country's army captured our northern region very quickly. This is not in line with the Blue Star Federation law, so I hope your country can withdraw its troops from this region. Ying Jiang raised his eyebrows slightly. I don't agree. I hope that Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ganima can figure out where our army is located. That is the area of Baba Yang. When did it become the Lord's? If it was because you sent troops to occupy it, then shouldn't it belong to our Yinhuang kingdom now? Ganima Khan touched his forehead, and Ying Jiang was very direct. He had no choice but to take this topic. We can talk about the issue of ownership, but why doesn't your country withdraw its troops? Ying Jiang asked strangely. We are in the territory of Baba Yang, and Baba Yang didn't let us withdraw. What are you worried about? Ganima Khan said helplessly. I won't go around the bush anymore. How can your country withdraw its troops? We don't want to start a war. Asan and Yinhuang Kingdom have been friendly states since ancient times. As members of the Eastern Alliance, we should unanimously. Although there was some misunderstanding, we hope it can be resolved. Ying Jiang sneered. It is true that it has always been a leader, but it is not friendly at all. Asan has always been harassing Yanhuang Kingdom's borders and has a lot of ideas. Sure enough, only strong strength can make others surrender. The prerequisite for sitting down and having a good talk is to beat the other party down. Then go to the chair and talk. Jing Jianjun pointed to Baba Yang on the map. You talk to Baba Yang, they are satisfied, we are satisfied, and if we are satisfied, we will naturally withdraw. Very friendly meet and greet. Ghana horses know this isn't going to end easily. Now they can only let Baba Yang make demands. Beat? The Eagle Sauce First Fleet was completely wiped out. How to spell? They are self-aware. Okay, thank you General Kim for your reception. Because the fleet was completely wiped out, and the troops were also completely wiped out, Ying Jiang immediately issued an announcement. We express our solemn protest against Yanhuang Kingdom's wanton wars. This is dangerous and irresponsible behavior. As a superpower like Ying Jiang, it should shoulder the heavy responsibility of protecting world peace instead of launching a war. We hope that Yanhuang Kingdom can accept the trial of the Blue Star Federation. TSK, TSK, TSK. The special version of Eagle Sauce will also protest? As expected, fists are still useful. Lu Shogwa looked at the report with disdain. Immediately draw up an announcement that we demand that Neon Nation compensate us for breaking one of our Dark Dragon armors. We demand that Ying Jiang compensate for the energy loss of our Luanfeng spaceship. I hope they will contact me as soon as possible. Discuss on the amount of money, otherwise we can only go to ask for compensation. As a result, as soon as the Zijin military district announcement was made, Ying Jiang and the leaders of the Neon Kingdom immediately cursed loudly. Fact, they destroyed our army. I lost tens of billions of dollars, hundreds of people. They even want us to pay compensation. It's too overbearing. Trump slapped the table furiously. In the past, they were the only ones who could be so domineering, hitting others and making them lose money. But he didn't expect that now it was his turn to be beaten, and he would have to pay others money. Mr. President, what should we do? God's scepter can't beat them now. Why don't we shoot a volley and hit all the God's scepter to Yanhuang Kingdom? Trump slapped the official on the head. Are you feeding your brain to the dog? Fake. How do you know that Yanhuang Kingdom has no other weapons? And even if Yanhuang Kingdom is destroyed, 10 of us will be destroyed by that space carrier. In the end, 237 made it cheaper for Mao Xiong and the others? Officials dare not speak. What happened to Joseph's plan for Atlantis? This is another top-secret project, absolutely no worse than the Scepter of God. It is a research project of the Ninth Fleet. Report. General Joseph's Atlantis project is nearing completion, and it will be put into use soon. Trump nodded. Phew. When Joseph's Atlantis plan is completed, and with the Scepter of God, we still have a chance to compete with Yanhuang Kingdom. What now? Trump gritted his teeth. I admit it. Inform General Liu. You go talk and pay them.
Yes.
I will bring back everything I lost today. Trump was secretly ruthless in his heart. Report, General Liu is on his way to the Neon Country, and the Mosquito Country agreed to the compensation first. Fact, these dwarves are too fast. Lu Shogwa was on the plane to Neon Country. The Luanfeng space carrier that recovered the destroyer's mechanical gear was flying beside his plane. Yongyan anti-gravity fighters surrounded his plane. No fighter dares to approach at all. When the Luanfeng Sky Mothership and Lu Shogwa's fighter plane entered the airspace of the Neon Nation, all the people in the Neon Nation saw that huge monster in the sky. They were photographed. In the clouds, the looming huge battleship is flying fast. Everyone looked at this scene in horror. The newborn Yamamoto's face is green. It is said to protect Lu Shogwa's visit, but in fact it is deterrent by force. But he didn't dare to speak at all. If you can't beat it again and again, you can only talk about it. The new Minister of Foreign Affairs of Manhwa received Lu Shogwa, and then the friendly talks were held. My brother is right. That is the yo-yo in the SUP battleship. 20 billion Eagle Sauce coins? Mayu Watanabe exclaimed. This is simply the mouth of a lion. Obviously they lost the army, but they have to compensate Yanhuang Kingdom for the so-called huge loss. And the reason is a picture. There is a scratch on the surface of the dark dragon armor in the picture. Said it was their shells. What's the difference between this and Ming Chong? But even if it is an obvious grab, he has nothing to do. Yes, does Watanabe have any questions about the amount? Lu Shogwa looked at him curiously. Everyone can see that he is acting, but they have to cooperate with him. Watanabe Mayu quickly laughed and said, "There is no problem." He looked at the sky outside the window, like a phoenix carrier of alien technology. This is why everyone must cooperate with Lu Shogwa. Since there is no problem with the amount, let's discuss other details next. In the afternoon, Lu Shogwa went from the Neon Country to the Blue Star Federation Building Conference Center contentedly. The newborn Yamamoto immediately recruited Mayu Watanabe to his house. "What did you say? Want 20 billion Eagle Sauce coins?" The newborn Yamamoto suddenly raised his tone. "Hi, that's right, 20 billion. Watanabe Mayu lowered his head. He couldn't help it, who told others to have big fists. Such a large battleship is floating above the head. If they come here, they will lose a city. And even a weapon like the Scepter of God can't break through the defense. The weapons of their Neon Country have a fart use." The firstborn Yamamoto was silent for a while, and then continued to ask, "Then I told you. I hope they provide the technology of the black super armor. Did you mention it?" Watanabe Mayu nodded and said, "I said it." The newborn Yamamoto quickly asked, "How is it? What did Yanhuang say?" Watanabe Mayu was a little confused. They said that it is okay to provide technology, but the premise is to provide the resources they need, and give up neon coins and use Yanhuang's money. In this way, not only will they provide us with the super armor technology, but also we provide technology for controlled fusion power plants. The newborn Yamamoto was lost in thought. The temptation is too great. Controllable fusion power station means they can have unlimited energy. No longer have to worry about your small place and lack of energy. It can definitely greatly enhance the power of the Neon Kingdom. And the Dark Dragon armor can even enhance their military strength. Even get rid of Eagle Sauce's control to a certain extent. The temptation is indeed great, but it pays even more. Let's not talk about the resources that Yanhuang Kingdom requires, but the abolition of neon coins and the use of Yanhuang coins mean that they have handed over the country's economy. Since then, Neon has become a subsidiary of Yanhuang Kingdom. Because the currency is firmly controlled by Yanhuang, Yanhuang can control their economy. At the same time, as the third largest economy in the world, if they all switch to Yanhuang coins, then the value, weight, and proportion of Yanhuang coins will be greatly increased internationally. Yanhuang's goal is obviously to replace the Eagle Sauce coin and spread the light yellow coin to the whole world. Yanhuang already has such strength. In terms of resources, only Yanhuang has controllable nuclear fusion technology. If you control the energy, you can control the right to speak. Maglev is a better choice than oil. As long as Yanhuang is willing to come up with maglev technology, there are definitely a lot of countries willing to use Yanhuang coins. If you come up with controllable nuclear fusion technology, I'm afraid even the Northern Alliance will consider abandoning their own currency, because they need more energy. Not to mention the military, the huge super technology is enough to suppress any country in the world. With such a military force endorsing the Yanhuang coin, it means that no one can shake the value of the Yanhuang coin. This is the strongest hole card. Let's take a look again, hey? The newborn Yamamoto sat on the chair weakly. He never expected that what he thought was an opportunity turned out to be a trap. Yanhuang's development is too fast. If the Neon Country replaces the currency, they will not be truly independent. This is the Eagle Sauce, welcome. Strength, strength. Always have the strength to speak. Blue Star Federation Building Conference Center. Everyone looked at Lu Shogwa. We strongly condemn Yanhuang's irresponsible behavior. How many of our families he has broken? Look at it. Angor, Ying Jiang's representative in the Blue Star Federation, pointed to the big screen with tears in his eyes. The picture of the Ying Jiang woman, who learned that her husband died in battle, was crying bitterly. The Yanhuang Kingdom launched a war and brutally killed our field soldiers. Gallic chicken, the sun has set. John Bull representatives have expressed strong condemnation. I made a proposal asking Yinhuang Kingdom to compensate Ying Jiang for its controllable nuclear fusion technology and war compensation of 30 billion Ying Jiang coins. The states within the Federation began to vote one after another. Liu Shogwa sat calmly on the speaker's seat, watching them perform. He knew that Angor was acting, and everyone knew that this kind of proposal was useless. Because Yinhuang is also one of the speakers of the Blue Star Federation. You guys are done talking, it's time for me to talk. First of all, your proposal, sorry, I have a veto. Liu Shogwa pressed the button and directly rejected Ying Zue's proposal. This is the right of the speaker. Even if countries all over the world agree, including other speakers, I can vote for you too. Secondly, regarding the compensation issue raised by Ying Jiang, we also require Ying Jiang to compensate us for energy loss and depreciation of warships, which is the main 10 billion Ying Jiang coins. Angor stood up directly angrily. Don't go too far. Liu Shogwa also stood up. If you can't talk about it, let's talk about it. I don't think there is any need for the Blue Star Federation to do it. You have been the #1 talker in Ying Jiang for long enough. As they said that, everyone saw that the light outside the window dimmed, and the Luanfeng Sky mothership showed its huge body. Now that the warships have been announced, there is no need to put them in Jiangnan shipyard. Go out and walk more to get the most benefits. Thinking of Luanfeng Kongtian mothership's saturated attack like destroying the world before, everyone was suddenly too frightened to speak. Threat. This is Chiguoguo's threat. Angel did not expect Liu Shogwa to be so decisive. It seems that Yinhuang Kingdom has completely changed its development strategy. He knows that it is useless to continue to fight, and Trump has agreed to compensation. He just wants to try it out and lower the price of compensation, by the way. That's all for today's meeting. Angel left the field first, and the others also left. In the battle between the 5 major speakers, they are just spectators, and it is not their turn to speak at all. Even among the other 3 speakers, except for Mao Xiong who can speak, the other 2 are just supporting roles. When he walked to the backcourt, Angel stopped Liu Shogwa, who was about to leave. We agree with your conditions, but we have other things that we want to discuss with you. Liu Shogwa smiled slightly and gave the money. Love it. At the end of the war, Ying Jiang paid Yinhuang Kingdom 30 billion Ying Jiang coins as compensation, and Neon Kingdom also paid 20 billion in compensation. Asan and Baba Yang had a long discussion. During the discussion, the Luanfeng Sky Carrier was also conducting a daily cruise over the place where they were discussing. In the end, Asan returned all the original land to Baba Yang and paid 50 billion Eagle Sauce coins as rent for so many years. Things came to an end in a very harmonious and perfect atmosphere. But Liu Shogwa's schedule was not over. He quickly visited many countries in Yudong and Heizhou and conducted a series of negotiations. Soon, Yibai looked at the prototype of the Duernami armor, which had the same appearance as the necklace, and let out a sigh of relief. Now the overall progress has been completed more than half. Its manufacturing difficulty has actually surpassed that of the Luanfeng Sky Carrier. But because the battle armor does not require many people to manufacture, and with the blessing of Luban's hand, it can be manufactured very quickly. But even so, it still took a long time, and it is only half completed at present. Yibai touched the necklace lightly, armed arms. Immediately, a stream of silver liquid nanometal quickly spread from his fingers, directly covering his entire arm. And Lianos, and the silver liquid nanometal quickly formed the skeleton of the armor, then went to the inner layer of defense, and finally to the outer layer of armor. The whole color scheme is black with dark red stripes. If the demon god's hand, in the center of the palm, there is a red ion launcher, which can launch ion hand cannons and can also assist in flying. Yibai shook hands very easily and flexibly, as if wearing only a thin layer of gloves. Now, of course, more than just being able to turn into an arm. Lift. Yibai ordered in his mind. The whole arm degenerated layer by layer into silver liquid nano metal in an instant, and then turned into an exquisite necklace. The Duer nano armor can be controlled by brain waves, and can cover any part at will, and can also change its shape at will. And to complete these orders is an ultra-small quantum computer, which is at the core of the necklace. Like Iron Man, Yibai also has his own operating system called Crimson. It should be finished in half a month. Saying that, Yibai looked at the sky outside. These days, he has watched the news about what Ying Jiang did in Babayang. Of course, I also know the God Scepter weapon system of Eagle Sauce. Such a weapon is ultimately a threat. There is no way he will allow this threat to continue, armed. The necklace instantly turned into countless silver liquid nanometals that quickly covered Yibai's entire body. Transformed into a set of battle clothes, extending from the energy furnace on the chest to the hands and feet, respectively extended an energy transmission line, and then converged into a red ion emission port. Battle suits are like bones. Then the metal quickly transformed into a second layer of armor. Strips of silver armor were like muscles, wrapping bones. The last layer of black armor was transformed. Dark red energy lines traveled all over the body, and the penetrating inverted triangle eyes on the helmet also shone with scarlet light. The whole process only took 3 seconds. The round helmet originally designed by Yibai has been changed to a sharper design with sharp water chestnut angles. The chest armor is also sharper, with a red triangle energy device in the center. The overall armor has become more aggressive and oppressive. Red, link the network. Drip, the network is connected. Perform first test. Drop, all devices are detected and everything is normal. Very good. Search all the core secret plans of Eagle Sauce. The computing power of the quantum computer carried by Crimson completely surpasses all computers in the world. This is his special computer, 213, including the Red Intelligence System. There is no difficulty in cracking the firewall of Eagle Sauce. D. Discovered that the Third Fleet Superman project, located in the underground biochemical laboratory of Xinjiang Mountain, had a low risk rating, and the enhanced human-type project failed very badly. The Scepter of God weapon system is located in the orbit of a space satellite, with a low to medium risk rating. The space kinetic energy weapon is powerful, but the weapon device is very simple. Project Atlantis is located in the deep sea of Ying Jiang Sea, with a medium to lower risk rating. It is a super-large nuclear submarine equipped with 200 million equivalent light bombs. The Deep Space Program, exploring the universe, developing spacecraft equipped with hibernation chambers, and dangerous, very outdated ways of space travel. The Martian Human City Construction Plan, their research direction is impossible to succeed. There are so many premium plans. As expected of Eagle Sauce, he has plundered countless resources and carried out so many plans. The first 3 are all offensive plans and cover land, sea and air. There are also some plans to cooperate with the army, which are not top secret. The last 2 top secret programs are exploration programs, future plans. It is impossible to succeed in their way, CCBD. But Yibai also gets inspiration from the middle. The appearance of the God Scepter weapon system drew his attention to the threat from space. Yanhuang needs a device that can defend against space attacks. If the Scepter of God is launched all at once, although the Wanfeng Sky mothership can intercept it, it will inevitably be affected. It is not absolutely safe. Got to put the energy shield in space. Yibai pondered. The country also definitely needs to start building energy protection devices. But Yibai has bigger plans. The Great Wall Project. Build a cosmic Great Wall in space. It is actually an energy shield launching device, used to protect the Earth. Of course, this is definitely not something that a country can easily accomplish. It is also impossible for Yibai to protect countries like Neon Country and Eagle Sauce. If you want to join the plan, you must pay enough protection fees. The construction of the Great Wall of the Universe requires a lot of preparations. Currently, he still has 2 second-level technology points, and he can try to customize technology that can build large-scale equipment in space. And the Great Wall of the Universe is definitely not just an energy shield. It can also serve as a future spaceport, used to park spaceships. As for Eagle Sauce's deep space program, Yibai also decided to put space exploration on the agenda. To be sure, the super technology point is to unlock the cosmic technology. As long as you complete this task, you can get 3 third-level technology points. Then the space exploration plan can be implemented, and the Dragon Group happens to be the best choice for the first batch of team members. As for the human settlement on Mars, Yibai can actually build some facilities now. It can also be used as the first step of the space program. The Luanfeng Sky Mothership is a small living space for human beings in space. The proton shield can solve all possible harsh environment problems on Mars. The Luanfeng space carrier itself has an oxygen-generating device, including his Duer nano-armor. He can survive in space. But Yibai still wants to create an atmospheric modification device. In this way, the space human city can be built, and at the same time, the planetary environment can be slowly transformed so that it can finally get rid of the protection of the proton shield. So as to realize the real transformation of the planet and let humans live. Let's deal with some threats first. Yibai has determined the future research plan, and the specific implementation still needs a lot of details. It cannot be fully determined now, and specific discussions are still needed. He jumped from the window on the 3rd floor of the North District, because this is his exclusive experimental area. So except for Zhou Ping and others who will come, no one else will come. Yibai tried to control the ion jets on his hands and feet to eject ion beams and let himself fly. Suddenly, a strong thrust came from his hands and feet. Yibai almost rushed directly to the ground. Thanks to the injection of super soldier serum, his brain area has been developed to a great extent, and he can quickly adapt and understand calculations. The coordination and responsiveness of the body, hands and feet are all full. So he adjusted quickly and stabilized his figure before falling to the ground. Woohoo, interesting. This is more fun and exciting than flying a Ryan Giant anti-gravity fighter. He directly increased the thrust, and the whole person suddenly rose into the sky. Several researchers happened to witness this scene. F***K. What the hell is that? It looks like a humanoid flying machine. It can't be academician Yi. Only Yibai can develop this kind of thing in Dragon Academy of Sciences. Chief Lu, I have developed a new piece of equipment which has been connected to the radar system. Yibai notified Lu Shogua in advance, after connecting to the radar system. He can be found by the radar of Yanhuang Kingdom. Otherwise, it is still in absolute stealth mode. Okay, we saw you on the radar ourselves. Lu Shogua has already made strong psychological preparations. After all, he has seen so much equipment. Okay. Yibai hung up the contact and flew directly into space. Xiaoya made another good thing, but I don't know what it is. Lu Shogua smiled slightly. During this period of time, relying on its powerful military force, Yanhuang Kingdom obtained huge opportunities for development. We have cooperated in many fields in the world. Yanhuang currency has replaced Ying Jiang currency and Maoxiangren in many African countries. And many countries want to buy equipment. During this time, Yanhuang Kingdom is very moist. Xiaoya has developed a new technology, and we can hold a ceremony for him. Lu Shogua contacted Yiming. Let me arrange the time. In 2 days, things will be ready. Okay. What high technology did Xiaoya develop this time? Lu Shogua looked at the dots on the radar and frowned slightly. It seems to be an aircraft with a speed of about Mach 15. This speed is faster than the Ryan Giant anti-gravity fighter. The Duer nano-armor has been optimized on the Mark 50. After all, it took technology points, not just changing the shape. And the weapons on his body have also been integrated and upgraded according to the existing technology. Yibai has been coming into space, liquid nano metal on both arms, changing rapidly. 2 heavy electron cannons replace the original electromagnetic hand cannons. In terms of power, the heavy electron gun is stronger. The 2 plasma balls are ready to go. Yibai fired directly, and the heavy electron shells flew towards the 2 nearest God's Scepter satellites at extremely high speed. What's the situation? In the underground control room, 24-hour observers stare closely at the satellites on the screen. Why are there 2 missing suddenly? He rubbed his eyes, thinking it was dazzled by staying up late. But that number is indeed too short. There are also 2 satellites on the satellite map that have lost their signal. You try to restart, the system must be malfunctioning. The observer restarted and found that it was still the same. Look, 2 more are missing. F***K. What's going on? Hurry up and notify General Dales. The two quickly contacted Dales. What? You said what? For satellites of the Scepter of God are missing? Dales yelled in surprise. It's all his money. Every God Scepter satellite is piled up with money. What if 4 pieces are missing at once? What's? Now it's starting to disappear in large areas? Dales was stunned. What the hell is going on? His first feeling in his heart was that Yanhuang Kingdom was doing something. He hurriedly shouted anxiously, "Quick! Check it with satellites! Fake, fake!" He found himself becoming more and more irritable like Michael. After speaking, he hurried to the underground control room. In space at this time, Yibai activated the floating cannon behind him. All use heavy electron guns, and turned on the burst mode. One after another, heavy electron shells bombarded the God Scepter satellite. One by one they explode in outer space like silent fireworks. The plasma wraps the fireball, quite beautiful. By the time Dales rushed to the underground control room, Yibai had already destroyed half of the God Scepter satellites. F***K. What is this? Darth looked incredulously at Yibai, who was constantly firing heavy electron shells in the satellite image. Although he didn't know what kind of equipment it was, he was too familiar with heavy electronic shells. Fake. The Yanhuang Kingdom is deceiving people too much. It's all money, it's all money. But at the same time, he was shocked by that humanoid armor. Survive in space. A completely different armor from Dark Dragon armor. How much technology does Yanhuang Kingdom have? No, I can't let him be destroyed like this. Activate the Scepter of God and attack this guy for me. Dales ordered. Immediately, the Scepter of God in space slowly turned its direction. But the speed was too slow, and a lot was destroyed in the process. Darth's face was livid. Finally, after adjusting the direction, start to lock and aim. Report, can't lock. The radar can't shine on the opponent. What? Are you kidding me? Dales yelled in disbelief. But then he remembered that the Luanfeng sky carrier could not be detected by radar, and it was also invisible. It is also possible that the equipment of the Yanhuang Kingdom cannot be locked by the radar. Then aim with your eyes, Falk. Adjust yourself.
Yes.
So the operator started to reposition himself, trying to target Yibai. Finally, after aiming for a long time, it was probably almost there. Emission. Huge rods of tungsten alloy shot out of the satellite. It's really fast. But the attack of this weapon is a straight line. There is simply no way to guide, let alone track. And in the vast space, aiming with eyes? It is simply a fantasy. Yibai doesn't need to dodge most of the attacks from the tungsten alloy rod. Occasionally 1 or 2 got lucky and took aim. Asking for flowers. Yibai was able to dodge it easily, and then continued to destroy those moons without any hindrance. F***K. F***K. Dales yelled, "Let the ground missile force launch missiles. Shoot him down for me. This is definitely not going to work. If you can't lock it, you can't play at all. The ground radar can't lock it at a glance." Dales gritted his teeth and clenched his fist. Then what should we do? Don't we have no radar? Modern warfare relies too much on radar. Unless the radar system is good enough, long-distance targets cannot be locked at all. Report, I thought of a way to use one of our satellites as a positioning target. As long as it is near that person, attack him with an explosion coverage. 0. Darth's eyes lit up when he heard the words. This is indeed the best way he can think of so far. Just do it. Use a civilian satellite as a target. The subordinates began to operate immediately. After a while, a civilian satellite that was originally nearby slowly approached Yibai's position. Emission. Immediately, the Scepter of God and the ground-to-space missiles all aimed at the satellite design. Oh, there is a ground missile flying in. The target is a civil satellite in the west at a distance of 134.7 kilometers. Yibai smiled slightly when he heard the Scarlet warning. These guys are very smart. Since you can't lock him, then lock other targets and hit him with shock waves. Lock these attacks and shoot them down. The 4 floating cannons on the back immediately aimed at the missiles and tungsten alloy rods lifted from the ground. Heavy electron shells are fired instantly. A stream of plasma shot up into the sky. The ground-launched missiles were instantly shattered. The tungsten alloy rod also collided with the plasma and exploded, and the huge shock waves soon spread to Yibai. The proton shield is activated. Suddenly, a layer of orange energy shield enveloped him. The powerful shock wave can't shake him at all. Ideas also need a strong backing, but it's a pity that you don't have one. Under Darth's furious eyes, Yibai continued to destroy the God's Scepter satellite in the sky. F***K, contact Mr. President. I want to use Atlantis. Again, the space station can circle the Earth 15 times a day. Yibai's speed is much faster than the space station. So the speed of clearing the God's Scepter moon is very fast. While flying at extreme speed, it fired heavy electron shells. Mr. President, I apply to use the Atlantis nuclear submarine. Dallas contacted Trump. Project Atlantis is a devastating war plan led by Joseph. A small country can be destroyed with a poached egg. 200 million tons equivalent. 4 times stronger than the strongest safflower poached eggs. It is 10,000 times that of Little Fatty's poached eggs. If it is an island country like the Neon Country, it can directly cause a major earthquake and tsunami. Make them move the whole island. Enough to directly destroy the Neon Kingdom. This is the last ace-killing 323 weapon of Eagle Sauce besides the God Scepter weapon system. You have to be clear, as long as we use this poached egg, we will start a war with Yanhuang. We will also bear Yanhuang's revenge. This poached egg is good for other countries, but once it hits the soul, it will be wiped out immediately. But a big country like Yanhuang will definitely fight back as long as there is room. Yanhuang Kingdom also has poached eggs. Such a counterattack is unbearable for Eagle Sauce. This is the poached egg deterrent. It is the trump card developed by the ancestors in the Great Desert to allow the country to develop safely. Now, the trump card of Yanhuang Kingdom is not only poached egg deterrence, he also has more high-tech weapons that can deter Eagle Sauce. This makes Trump have to be more cautious. Then are we going to watch my God's Scepter all be destroyed? They want to remove all our force. Trump frowned, and he frowned. Since the compensation, Ying Jiang and Manhwa have ushered in a fairly good period of rising relations. It is expected to exchange for certain technology. Although the cost of controlled nuclear fusion is too high, they cannot accept it. But other technologies can try to exchange. If force is used suddenly now, unless it is a one-hit kill, otherwise Ying Jiang will be severely injured in a fight. If the Yanhuang Kingdom becomes ruthless, even Ying Jiang will be disbanded. It can't be used. We have a good relationship with Yanhuang now, and the world is gradually moving closer to Yanhuang. Although I am not reconciled, this is not the time. There is only one poached egg on the Atlantis, and when there are enough of them, we can destroy Yanhuang directly with a single salvo. Then it is time for us to take revenge. At this point in time, I can only bear it. They have done this to other countries before, and now they are just reaping the consequences. Damn it. Dale's cursed. What if they found Atlantis too? Trump's tone is absolute. Impossible. The Atlantis is located in the deep sea at 2,000 meters. It is the deepest depth that all submarines can dive at present. It cannot be found. And it is lurking in our waters now, without action. It is even more impossible for anyone to find it. At present, the maximum diving depth of submarines in the world is only 1,250 meters, and most of the submarines are diving at about 500 meters. The nuclear submarine Atlantis can dive to a depth of 2,000 meters. This definitely surpasses all nuclear submarines in the world today. Whether it is anti-submarine aircraft or sonar, it is impossible to detect the Atlantis nuclear submarine. This is also Trump's confidence. And it has a displacement of 30,000 tons. It can hide underwater for more than half a year. It is a fierce beast lurking in the deep sea. It was already noon after Yibai cleaned up all the satellites of the Scepter of God in the space clock. Crimson, lock on the target location of the Atlantis project. Locked. Target, the location at 1976 meters in the Ying Jiang Sea area, the specific coordinates. In Yibai's line of sight, A certain position in Ying Jiang Sea area was constantly magnified. Then the parameters of a nuclear submarine are displayed aside. Very good, this performance parameter. Yibai looked at the data of Atlantis, which has surpassed all the submarines in the world. However, the Wanfeng Sky mothership can also dive because of the presence of a proton shield. If it is counted, then the Atlantis can only be ranked behind. Yibai adjusted his direction and rushed towards the target quickly. Soon, he plunged into the sea like a shooting star with a string of flames. On the Atlantis, Joseph is inspecting the newly completed super-poached egg. Suddenly, a muffled sound was heard. What sound? He hurriedly asked vigilantly. This is in the deep sea. There are very few fish, and others will bump into things. Report, there seems to be something outside the submarine. Joseph was taken aback. Show me the picture. Immediately, Yibai wearing the Duernemy armor appeared on the screen. What is this? The Eagle Sauce also has the army researching exoskeleton armor, but it is nothing compared to this one. And he has also seen the Dark Dragon armor of Yanhuang Kingdom, but it is different from this one. This one looks more balanced. Dark red energy lines and eyes, like a demon from hell. This is really a battle armor. The exoskeleton armor developed by Ying Jiang, and this one is rubbish. The most important thing is that here is a depth of 2,000 meters underwater. The pressure here can crush people directly, but this armor can withstand such a strong water pressure. The radar can't lock and can't connect to the other party's channel. Fuck, what does this man want? As soon as the words fell, they saw the person in the picture coming under their submarine. Then 4 strange devices flew out from behind. The last 4 strange devices all turned into propellers one by one, and then absorbed under their submarine 3.4. And the man also supported their submarine with both hands, and then he felt a sudden movement. The 30,000-ton nuclear submarine was pushed to the sea surface quickly. Wang Defa, where did this monster come from? Could it be something from the Yanhuang Kingdom? Why would he know our location? This is a place 2,000 meters deep in the sea. Joseph yelled in confusion. He had no idea what the other party was going to do. Torpedoes can't lock onto each other at all. Now the Atlantis is like a fish on a chopping board, ready to be slaughtered. The ships in the nearby sea area suddenly saw the sea was pitch black, as if some giant was approaching. A huge figure can be seen rising rapidly from the sea. Suddenly, a giant came out of the sea. Mr. President, our Atlantis is being pushed into the sea by an unknown person wearing a black demon armor. Joseph got through to Trump's call, his eyes fixed on those scarlet eyes. I know, it must be the technology of Yanhuang Kingdom. Not long ago, our God's Scepter weapon system was completely destroyed. Except for Yanhuang country, there is no country on Blue Star that can create such technology. But what Trump didn't expect was that the other party could not only be a minister. How can it go down to the deep sea and withstand the water pressure of 2,000 meters deep sea? The Atlantis was hidden so deep, yet it was still discovered. He can't understand it at all. In the end, the other party actually dragged a 30,000-ton supernuclear submarine out of the sea. On the phone, both of them were silent. They all know that people from Yanhuang Kingdom did it, but they don't know what to do now. Let's see what he wants to do first. You are all in the submarine, and he will definitely not kill you so blatantly. Trump actually guessed Yibai's purpose 22 times in his mind. Joseph nodded, and he knew that too. If the opponent wants to kill them, it is undoubtedly the best choice in the deep sea. Blow up the Atlantis directly. No one will even know what happened. But the other party did not do that, but pushed the submarine to the surface of the sea. Then the only purpose is to destroy their super-poached egg Zeus. Suddenly, Joseph saw the man raised his hand, turned into a blade, and then directly plunged into his Atlantis. This is a super titanium alloy. A super titanium alloy that can withstand the water pressure in the deep sea of 2,000 meters. It was directly pierced by this strange armor-changing knife. It's like cutting tofu. And that place is the missile silo. Inside is a long-range intercontinental missile carrying a super-poached Zeus. Sure enough, it was the same as Joseph guessed. After the man tore open the missile silo, he grabbed the huge intercontinental missile inside and flew into the sky.
Fact.
He was in the submarine the whole time, and he didn't dare to lose it. Detonate Zeus? His submarine is in the Ying Jiang Sea area. If it is detonated, it will definitely affect their coastline. And he must die. Even if it wants to detonate, it must be after getting away from them. Mr. President, that man brought a Zeus poached egg into space. Do you want to detonate it? Detonate it. The Manhwa kingdom is deceiving people too much. Joseph's eyes turned cold, and he immediately ordered the detonation. Report, our signal can't reach Zeus. Radar can't scan it, and the signal is even more inaccessible. Yibai took the Zeus poached egg into space, then threw it directly at the moon, and then fired a heavy electron cannon. In fact, the fuse had already been dismantled by him. He is not sure if this thing will be directly crushed by water pressure if it is in the deep sea of 2,000 meters. So he pushed the Atlantis out of the sea, and then opened the silo to take out this big threat. As for the Atlantis, it is a very advanced nuclear submarine itself, which is considered a tool and does not need to be destroyed. As he delivers Zeus super poached eggs, Eagle Sauce throws a tantrum again at the Blue Star Confederation conference. Manhwa Kingdom, are you going too far? You actually directly destroyed all the satellites of our God Scepter weapon system, and even destroyed our supernuclear weapon Zeus. Angel looked angrily at the representative of Manhwa Kingdom, but the latter watched him and ignored him at all. He looked at several other allies, and found that Gallic Rooster and Sunset ignored him. What the hell is going on here? I'm sorry, Ying Jiang. Manhwa Kingdom really gave too much. It's just poached eggs, Angel. We destroyed those things ourselves. The representative of Gallic Rooster spread his hands and said indifferently, Manhwa Kingdom is willing to build a controllable nuclear fusion power station group in Babayang and allows us to use it. That is unlimited energy. We need it so badly. The representative of Sunset nodded and said, That's right, dear Angel. We need Manhwa Kingdom's electricity in winter. We only need to destroy the poached eggs and then pay for the construction of the electric tower, which is very cost-effective. Angel couldn't believe his ears. Gallic Chicken and Sun already set to destroy their own poached eggs. That is the strongest trump card for being the top 5 storytellers. They actually gave up. The representative of the Gallic Chicken pouted, Angel, you don't need to look at us with such eyes. Just like you Eagle Sauce, the scepter of God and the poached eggs of Zeus were destroyed by Manhwa Kingdom. Oh no, it was an unknown person. If it is destroyed, it is better to exchange for some energy like us. Angel asked in disbelief, What about your national defense? This is a powerful deterrent. Sun already set a glance at him. Is that thing useful for Manhwa? If it is useless for Manhwa, do other countries need me to use that thing? 833 Angle choked. Yes, poached eggs are useless to Manhwa. In other countries, they can easily clean up even without poached eggs. In terms of conventional strength, the 5 major talkers are still the pinnacle of the world. At this time, the representative of Manhwa Kingdom said, Our poached eggs are also destroyed. It is troublesome to store, and it is very dangerous. It is easy to pollute the environment, and it is not as effective as heavy electron cannons and anti-city ion cannons. For the sake of Blue Star's environment, destruction is the best choice. As for world peace, we, Manhwa Kingdom, should just protect it. Other Black Continent and Oil East countries nodded their heads one after another. They all benefited so much from it. The most important thing is extremely cheap electricity. Some countries even directly use Manhwa coins in exchange for the benefits of building a controllable nuclear fusion power station in the country. For many Black African countries, this is simply the best welfare. Master energy, you can master the world. Angor left the meeting angrily, and representatives from other countries immediately surrounded the representatives of Manhwa Kingdom, hoping to exchange some more benefits. We are willing to take out a part of the land in exchange for the magnetic levitation technology. We hope to attach ourselves to the Manhwa Kingdom to get the same treatment from the people of the Manhwa Kingdom.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe.